This is Matt Russell from the FX Power Course, and welcome to the DailyFX walkthrough.
So here are the four pairs that I will be discussing this evening: the Euro Pound, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Swiss, and the Euro Swiss. So let's go ahead and pull up the charts. The first chart is the Euro Pound. The sell-off continues. If you recall, during last week's report, I was mentioning how we might look to get an entry near that 88 figure, but the sell-off has indeed continued. Depending on your risk parameters, last week you might have entered on the short side. If you did, I would recommend taking profits at this point. I really don't see any long entries at this point, or short entries. So right now I would be in a holding pattern. I had put up the Fibonacci retracement levels, and the prices have closed beneath that 61.8 fib. So right now I'm just sort of in a holding pattern with this pair, waiting for something more to develop. The next chart is the Aussie Kiwi, and this is the longer term simple support line. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and if you recall, during last week I mentioned how we might look to get an exit near that 128 figure for all of our positions, and prices did not. I also drew a simple resistance line up here, although prices never actually reached that resistance line, but right now we have a sell-off that continues down to this line here. Now this is a little tricky right now in terms of the technical analysis. I might slide this line like this, but this would be very tentative. I don't like to make moves like that, be so literal with price action. So what I would do if I were you at home is actually just keep both of these lines, have an idea of where both of these lines are. Possibly when prices come down to the support line, we might look to enter with a tight risk, maybe about 50 pips or so, and look for at least a slight rebound back towards that 128 area. That's what I would suggest with this pair moving forward. However, the thing is that when you slide the line up, prices right now are beneath that support line. So, and this is common in technical analysis. This will happen. We are never ever going to know for sure what's going to happen. But in a situation like this, where there are two conflicting lines, we can slide the line, move it up, and we have a long trade, move it down. We might have a short trade. That's a clear signal that we might just look for another opportunity in another currency pair again, and wait till things are more clear. Maybe give this another day or so, see if prices are adhering to or paying attention to this longer term support line. The next chart is the Pound Swiss. Not much has changed here. Let me zoom out here. I'm still just waiting for prices to come down and hit this longer term support line, although right now prices are about 800 pips away, so I really don't see any clear entries here as well. The next chart is the Euro Swiss. This is a daily chart. This is a longer term resistance line that I've been waiting for prices to touch for the past several weeks now, and right now prices near that 150.60 area. Again, what I would do here is wait for prices to come up to about the 152 area, which is that longer term resistance line. Look to enter at the resistance line with a stop, maybe 50 to 75 pips above that resistance line. Again,